Over on the YouTube side, how can a father or mother that is a state employee FET their undocumented, unregistered child on a state employee health insurance without getting a birth certificate? They can't. And the reality, Logan, is we're trying to come out and really, why do you want state supported health insurance for a child anyway? You know, um, and I'm not poo-pooing that, because when I was younger, insurance for my child was very important. Today, knowing what I know about the insurance system and the hospital system and all that stuff, I would think twice. I'd probably get an emergency plan only. And we actually have private insurance policies. I know you don't want to hear that because that's free when it comes from the state, but there's repercussions of having those benefits from the state as well. There's serious repercussions. Jurisdiction 101. So how do you be in the private as a mom or a dad or a child if your child and or the mom and dad are on state assistance to any degrees? There are ways of doing it, but they're not going to do that properly. They're not going to have proper form and effect on the application as a private state citizen. But the reality is, the one receiving the benefit is the birth certificate of the child. It's not the child. The one that's receiving doing the contract and signing on behalf of the all caps name on the application is again, the birth certificate, and the mom and dad are signing as, the liability on that stuff, saying I'm receiving these benefits for my child. And so therefore you're allowing for a jurisdictional position to take form over you when you have these benefits. So that's why I wouldn't. But we have insurance where you don't have to have real insurance, where you don't have to have, now listen to me, everybody. This is the coolest thing since sliced bread. If you really want insurance, where you do not need to have a period in time in which you need to wait to have something be approved or worked on. We're the only ones in the country that has an insurance company, because it's a package plan and because of who HISAdvocates is and the amount of people that we have, where you can get insurance, real insurance, without using a social, and guaranteed acceptance, pre-existing conditions. Think about those things. Cancer is, I think, the only one that they do not do a pre-existing condition with. But if you got a cancer, there's people in this ministry that are 100% successful at helping people on the private side in dealing with cancer. And I know people do not want to hear that, but that's just a fact pattern that is very real. And but again, we are on YouTube, so who knows what's going to happen with this video. But the bottom line is, people all the time are being healed right now from cancer, and on the private side basis, they're not in the public. I guess this is a long-winded answer to an easy question, but I would not have a state assistance to any degree. The plans are cheap. You can get emergency insurance coverage for a child with relatively inexpensive. If you got a child with an issue and you're trying to get the state assistance because of a pre-existing condition, I would go private still and just spend the money and not have that benefit, and then still take the time to come out and stop using the government and start being self-governed. And I know that's hard for people, especially these days. We're coming into some changing times in markets, so I get it. Hope that